Thank you, ladies and gents. We're all having a wonderful time, there's no doubt about that. It's great to see so much of the spirit that has already been remarked upon by people like Roy Masters and, of course, our captain, Noel Kelly, and Rick Wade, obviously overflowing to plenty of conversation, plenty of memories, and plenty of spirit being shared tonight. Now, ladies and gents, we move to a very important part of this evening's presentation, and that is to gather some more memorabilia for the club. If you've been down to the main level, the entrance level of our magnificent West Ashfield club, you'll notice that there's a great collection there of Magpie memorabilia. It's been put together by Ben Fisher, one of the stalwarts of the club, and Ben, I think at the moment, is very close to, if not actually with, Rick Wade, who is down in the body of the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome again, Mr. Rick Wade.
Thank you, Mike. And just while we're in this vicinity, table 21, the Mastertons are here, Jim and his family, Rob Barnaby, and there are no greater sponsors in the history of our club. Great to see you here tonight. As Mike mentioned, Ben Fisher is here. Ben runs on a voluntary basis the archives, and the Leagues Club actually owns a house across on the far corner, which is being the hub of all the archive material. It's been catalogued properly, computerised, the whole thing, and of course those wonderful display cases are downstairs. Now we've got a very, very important occasion here. We have with us this evening Clary Prentice's family. Jill Prentice is here, Clary's daughter, and also Rose Saunders, his granddaughter. And for those that don't know, Clary played with us in the 20s. He played 6 tests of rugby union. He came to Western Suburbs as a hooker. He made the 1921 Kangaroos. He was a regular state player. He had a phenomenal performance actually playing for the state. And we have the opportunity of some rare memorabilia being handed over. Now, Jill, thank you very much for doing this. You've come all the way from Melbourne.
Yes.
Yes. An interviewer's nightmare. A yes, no answer person, but she's a bit nervous, but there's no need to be nervous. You're here among the Magpies, and friendliness is what we're about. It's great that you could do it. Your memories of Clary with football?
Yes, I don't really have a lot of memories of my father because he died in 1942, and there's not a lot really I can say about him, but I'm just here tonight to present his blazer, and if I'd thought more about it, I think I could probably have come up with more of a speech.
Well, that's obviously from the heart, and we appreciate the gesture very, very much. Jill and Rose hit on our website, the Magpies website, and they made contact with Andrew Waite, actually, from the Diehards. Andrew runs the website, and the question was, would this blazer go to a good home? Ben Fisher's got the answer for that. So, Rose, could you perhaps unveil that for us? This is the 1921 Kangaroo blazer of Clary Prentice. This is the moment where Ben will probably cry. Perhaps, Ben, if you could take that up on the stage so that on camera and whatever, everybody can get a better view of that. Fantastic. Yeah, take it up stage if you can fit behind Snoozer Elford there. Slim as ever. Now, where are we? Just looking around. This is another look at. It's not being donated, but John Courtney, who is Tedda Courtney's grandson, ladies and gentlemen, and Howard Courtney is also here tonight, another grandson. This is Tedda's cap. Tedda Courtney's cap, 1910.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very humbled to be here tonight, even just wearing his hat in this club. I can remember my grandfather, very big man, having an ice cream on his knee. And looking across the other fella on the other side was my brother, and you could only just say hello. But tonight, very memorable night, and so proud to see him up there on the photo. And to Howard over here, just something to be remembered, mate. No. Thank you.
Thank you, John. John and Howard Courtney, thank you. Now, one of the absolute stars of the West Tigers team at the Century function was Toot Keegan. She prefers to be called Toot because her father, Alan Ridley, gave her that name, I presume?
Yes, that's right, yep.
Now, it's great to have you here, all the way from Orange.
Yes, and it's lovely to be here.
And of course, Alan was at one stage the Mayor of Orange.
That's right, yes. A bit of a villain, my dad.
Really? A villain? He'd fit right in at West, obviously.
Well, that's right. That's most probably where he got it from.
And what about Jimmy Sharman? Jimmy, of course, was a big fan of his and played with him. I'd say when the show came to town each year, the round or two for a pound or two, Jimmy probably caught up with Alan?
Yes, I'd say so. Yes, we were all there. I can remember the drums going, yes, come to the Jimmy Sharman boxes, yeah.
Actually, Toot asked the question earlier whether the players in the side would receive one of the framed prints, and they will. All the players will get one of the framed prints. It's a player's edition, and they'll get their responding number to their team position. Yeah, so good on you. Thanks for coming tonight. And Ben Keegan is here, is Alan's grandson. Just stand up for a sec, Ben. Toot was saying, if you wanted to know what Alan Ridley looks like, this is it. Thanks, mate. Good on you. Now, also from representing the fullback is Alma McGuinney. Alma, welcome along. Ironically, you're a Campbelltown girl of about, 21 years or so?
21 years at Campbelltown. I love it there.
Now, with Skinny, what are your memories of Frank McMillan?
Well, what can I say? He was the greatest, and I love him. There's just so much memories of him that it's hard to explain, but I love to read all about what he's done and all his memorabilia. And I just wish that all the young footballers would stop and think about it's not so important for the money, but if they love what they're doing, they should play the game.
Yes, it's not for the money, just to play the game in the general spirit. That's right. I've got to say, I gave Chow a subtle dig before about Ned Kelly being the captain, but when it came to fullback in the West Tigers team of the century, Skinny was a serious contender. When you think about it, he made 2 kangaroo tours, one of those as captain. But from all the relatives of those players, from Alan Ridley and Frank McMillan, and here's Mrs. Russell coming through. Good evening, how are you? Good to see you, Anne. There. We'll move back here if we possibly can to you, Mike.
Thank you, Rick, and it's great to have those people with us. And with me on stage now, of course, we have Ben Fisher and another magnificent piece of memorabilia given to us, Ben.
Yes, thanks very much, Rose and Jill. This blazer will be treasured amongst our treasures. We have, like all the West's things, the West Club, the West's Old Boys, the Pratton Park Magpies and the Archives. They're the best of any club in Sydney. And I had a few boring words to say about the Archives, but after I heard Noel Kelly and Roy Masters speak, you know what the spirit of the Magpies is like, and that's what we're trying to bottle and keep forever in the archives. So we're doing it in a very professional way. We've been advised by a museum company, and we're backed all the way magnificently by the directors and the management of West Ashfield, and we'd be very grateful if anybody has any memorabilia they'd like to loan or donate to us. Just contact me here through the club. With loans, we will receipt them and return them once we've finished with them. With donations, we'll guard them through the ages. Also, we've got so much to do over there. If there's any volunteers around, we'd be very happy to see you. And the motto of the archives is, come when you can and leave when you must. Thank you very much.
Well done, Ben.
Thank you, Ben Fisher. A great archivist, ladies and gentlemen, and I do say that a night like this has probably brought some people to the club who perhaps haven't been for a long time or maybe haven't been to our new premises at all. Please, before you leave tonight, make sure that you visit the ground floor, and it's up to the right as I'm facing you now. Take a look at the magnificent display there, because it really will bring back so many memories to you, and I'm sure that once you do see that, you'll want to come back to West Ashfield again and again.